knowledge is there, they say, I have learnt it from my Guru. The Guru says, I have learnt it from my Guru. And ultimately they say the knowledge has come from God only. Nobody claims knowledge. Nobody means wise people don't claim knowledge. Ignorant people claim knowledge. इधर उधर से लेके अपना नाम लिख के बोलते मैंने लिखी किताब कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते. Wise people don't claim knowledge. They say we are mouthpiece, we are just instrument. Even Tulsidas ji, after writing the whole Ramayana, he says, I have just written it, my hand moved, but it has been revealed by Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is the author of this Ramayana. Sincerely he believes. It's not just for the sake of saying it. He says, it's not I cannot claim this knowledge. My hands cannot claim this knowledge. My mouth cannot claim this knowledge. My mind cannot claim this knowledge. Of course, it flowed through me, but I am not the originator of this knowledge. It is revealed by the Lord only. I only became a good instrument in His hand. Just like that Murli, when it is totally empty, Bhagwan plays through that Murli. The Murli cannot claim that this music belongs to me. Flute cannot claim that, oh, this is my raga, It is the person who is playing is totally different from that Murli. Otherwise, it is just baans ka tukda hai. So holes, holy tukde. So this knowledge is not created by human mind, but it is revealed to us. So this is called parampara. Right from Bhagwan, it starts from para. Para means supreme, and apara means lower. Higher to lower is called parampara. Para means higher, apara means low. Higher to low. Just like water flows from high place to low place. Like the stone which is up on the mountain, it rolls down. But it should have that potential. So that potential is there in that stone. When it is high up, it rolls down in a natural way. Similarly, from that highest, which is Paramatma, that knowledge has come into cosmic intelligence. Cosmic intelligence, you can say, is the mind of God. Total mind. You can say it's mind of God. From that cosmic mind, it has come to individual mind. From individual mind, it has come to our senses. That is how the knowledge flows. That is the parampara. So, evam parampara praptam. But outwardly also, we have various masters who have gained this knowledge and they revealed it to their students. We have parampara or this tradition of teacher and student. We also have parampara of family, father giving this knowledge to sons. So the parampara ran in the family also. Even in music we have various gharanas, they call it. So in families the parampara ran. So Bhagwan says that this is a great parampara which happened in the royal family, Rajarshi. Rajarshi means who are Raja also and Rishis also. Raja Rishis, Rajarshi. Rishis means who have understood or to whom this knowledge got revealed. They are called Rishis. And who are also king in this world. So they are called King Rishis or Rajarshis. There was like Naradji is called Devarshi because he is Devta also and Rishi also. Some who are Brahman and still Rishis, they are called Brahmarshis. And those who are Raja and Rishi, they are Rajarshis. So Bhagwan says in this royal family, this whole knowledge has come, parampara. Evam parampara praptam imam rajarshayo viduhu. So great Rajarshis knew about this knowledge and it came down from top to till this time. But when any parampara, whether this parampara of knowledge or any other parampara, with the passage of time, it gets little spoiled. So Bhagwan is not blaming any particular person, he is not blaming any particular community, he is not blaming any particular caste or nation. He says, Kalena Mahata, because of the long passage of time, this yoga which I have revealed to Vivasvan, to that Lord's Son, got little spoiled in the present time. Actually, when our mind and intellect is not pure enough, that pure knowledge doesn't get revealed. It gets polluted with our own selfishness, with our own likes and dislikes, with our own pride, prejudices. It gets polluted. It doesn't get revealed in its natural glory. So Bhagavan says, this knowledge which I had given long time ago, because of the long passage of time, lot of misunderstandings and lot of confusion got created in the world. During Arjuna's time, during this Mahabharata time, even now actually it is there, but during that time also lot of confusion. Because it's like even in the parampara of music, the teacher must have revealed that wonderful raga, but by the time it is understood by the student and he teaches to his student, it might get destroyed. Like, start with one raga and it will end with some other raga only. And this you can do as experiment which we have, this like Chinese whisper. No? You start with saying one sentence at one end. By the time you get it again, that statement from some other person, it will be totally different. You will be shocked and surprised. You may faint also. So Bhagwan, because he is Bhagwan, he did not faint, but he was surprised that I revealed this wonderful knowledge. And now look at this society. They are totally confused regarding their duties. They are confused regarding their nature of their self. They are confused regarding their values. Value system has gone down. Everything, everywhere there is chaos. And he is not blaming any one person. He says because of the long passage of time. So now and then, later Bhagwan will reveal, now and then Bhagwan himself have to come to again refresh, like we have on a computer also, we have to refresh. So refreshing. Bhagwan says refresh thoda karna padta hai, knowledge. Even in that parampara of our electricity, it generates at one place and it travels long distance. But as it flows, it gets lost. So much of electricity gets lost in traveling. If we can discover some other way of transporting this electricity without loss, it will be good. But it gets lost. So now and then they have to put little generators or transformers or such things on the way so that they can again enhance that and transport it further. Similarly, Bhagavan says that long passage of time destroyed means it created misunderstanding in this knowledge. Misunderstanding itself, destruction of knowledge. Good knowledge gets spoiled by misunderstanding. समझ में आया? हाँ, समझ में आ गया. And we don't understand it properly, we are spoiling that knowledge. Ignorance sometimes is better. At least the knowledge remains safe somewhere. But wrong understanding spoils it totally. So, kale neha mahata yogo nashta parantapa. So, this great knowledge, hey parantapa, O destroyer of your enemies and all, O mighty warrior Arjuna, this is because of the great passage of time. Nobody can help it. This yoga got destroyed. It got spoiled. Therefore, he says, Sa evayam maya tedya yoga prokta puratanaha bhaktosi me sakha cheti rahasyam hyetaduttamam sa evayam maya tedya yoga prokta puratanaha bhaktosi me sakha cheti. Therefore, sa eva, the same knowledge which is there in this, which I had revealed in this cosmic intelligence, which I have given to Lord Sun, the same knowledge, sa eva ayam maya te adyaha yoga prokta puratana. This puratana, this most ancient knowledge, I have revealed to you now. Maya te adyaha yoga proktaha. Same knowledge is being revealed to you. Nothing new. It is the same old thing. It may appear new to you because of all this misunderstanding and all spoiled thing and all. It's like the water which falls from the sky. Rain, huh? Poetic way of saying water falls from the sky. May not be so poetic. Anyway, the water which falls from the sky is pure. The filtered, distilled water like. So it gets evaporated from the ocean. All the salt is left behind. Not salty water. Salt is left behind. Pure distilled water goes up. It is in that pure state and it falls down. But as it falls down, first it gets contaminated by all the bad pollutant which is there in the sky itself, all the various types of gases which are there, revealed, which comes out from our factories and all. It gets polluted there. Then it falls on the earth and it gets contaminated by the soil and the dirt. So by the time it comes and we look at that water, during rainy season, if you look at water in a particular place accumulated, you'll be shocked like, Arey, kaisa gandha pani hai? So when we filter it again and all, then we will get that pure water again. Similarly, this pure knowledge got contaminated because of this passage of time. Therefore, Bhagavan says, I have revealed the same knowledge to you. Sa eva ayam maya tedya yoga prokta puratanaha. So Arjuna was very happy. But he had a doubt in his mind that why you revealed this to me? Out of all these people, why to me? Bhagavan says two reasons. One is that you are my bhakta, bhaktosi me, and sakha cheti. Two very beautiful. One is that Arjuna is a kshatriya. See this, when knowledge, a beautiful knowledge, Bhagavan wants not only for that person, but he wants it to go to everyone. Therefore, it has to be revealed to someone who is capable of spreading this, of communicating, of giving this to others also. And Bhagavan felt that a kshatriya, having that proper power and ability with him, will be able to do justice to it. So in this Kali Yuga, before the beginning of Kali Yuga, Bhagavan gave this knowledge to a kshatriya king. He did not give to Brahman. I am not trying to open a debate here, but Bhagavan revealed it to a kshatriya. A kshatriya is one who has got both the qualities of a sattva gun as well as rajogun. See, if a person predominantly sattvic, we will come to that portion, predominantly sattvic is Brahman. But sattva gun, pure sattva gun or predominant sattva gun is a good